I've been a casual and, at times, hardcore fan of Dragon Ball since childhood. Most of my adoration was for the iconic anime arcs in the original Budokai games. It's wild that it's been nearly 22 years since the original game's release. If I traveled back in time Skynet style to tell my 9-year-old self I'd previewed the series' revival following a 17-year hiatus, I'd probably go Super Saiyan from excited disbelief. It's surreal to have spent 3 hours hands-on with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It evokes a deep sense of nostalgic, youthful joy. Sparking Zero features everything beloved from the original series, notably Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and much more.
Let's settle this!
Most importantly, the game feels excellent to play. Mechanically, it's easy to grasp, but there's significant depth. I love the constant sense of risk and reward. There's a way to defend, counter, and follow up every attack. I spent the first 45 minutes of my demo and during the lengthy training mode. It isn't mandatory, but it helps you understand everything at your disposal. There were instances when I entered a prolonged flow state where the game's AI and I repeatedly dodged, countered, and teleported against and around each other's combos. It was like the anime brought to life. I recognize this aspect has existed throughout the Budokai series, but I'm stoked it feels better than ever in Sparking Zero.
Burning attack!
Speaking with the producer, I learned that the development team worked incredibly hard to design a secondary control scheme. The classic control scheme is back, but the new standard control scheme remaps the controls to accommodate players who may approach the game with a more modern fighting game sensibility. I haven't played any old Budokai games in over a decade, so I can't recall the classic control scheme. Jumping into Sparking Zero using the new controls feels natural and intuitive. You aren't inhibited when activating a super or transformation. And fortunately, I played what's essentially the final build. I can confidently say Sparking Zero feels polished, at least on PlayStation 5. The game keeps up with everything you're doing without lag or visual hiccups, all at a smooth 60 FPS.
For God's sake! For me! My limit.
One of the most significant additions to the game is Sparking Mode. Charging your ki to full power enables it, strengthening and increasing the speed of all your attacks. Sparking Mode also powers your ultimate ability. Each character has several ultimates to use. The state of the transformation they're in or the era they're from determines what they unleash. Using ultimate abilities is a visual spectacle between animations, effects, and the destruction inflicted on characters in the arenas in the aftermath.
I'll defeat you! You're toast!
On the subject of visuals, this game is graphically gorgeous. This series has always impressively adapted the franchise into a 3D environment. Characters in the arenas look outstanding. I dig the sway of their signature hairstyles and the breeze and during combat. The animations are top tier along with stunning visual effects. The remarkable presentation extends to the high-quality sound design, including all the classic sound effects you'd expect, as well as fantastic performances from all the actors in many languages.
Okay, I'm ready! Oh my, you're willing to help me train? What a generous offer.
Battle mode is the series' bread and butter, but Sparking Zero has many modes to enjoy. Tournaments return along with several variants to spice up the brackets. The most intense fight I experienced was a 5-on-5 battle that came down to 2 final fighters. You can swap characters in your roster in and out of the battle at any moment. Some of the more creative moves I've witnessed feature players dealing hits and swapping in a teammate mid-combo. It's tricky to pull off, but effective when done successfully. Sparking Zero includes 181 characters at launch. Granted, many of the characters in that stat are variants of themselves across arcs. However, each version of the characters features abilities exclusive to the arc they're from. For example, Kid Trunk's super abilities and transformations differ from his adult self. 181 may technically be an inflated number for marketing, but I can say that there's enough gameplay diversity across character variants to keep battles interesting. The development team has worked diligently to balance the giant roster. Pitting Yamcha against Great Ape Vegeta raises questions. Larger characters are designed to move slower but hit significantly harder. Likewise, 2 similarly sized characters may attack around the same speed, but their supers or ultimates may deal different levels of damage. What's fun is not only playing as your favorite characters in what-if scenarios, but investing time into understanding how to play them most effectively. Learning the pros and cons of 181 characters is daunting, but it's a worthy task for players who aim to be the best. Sparking Zero's story mode arrives as episode battles. The development team chose characters from the series with the most exciting storylines. Each character features many iconic battles that explore the high points of their stories. I experienced episodes from the perspective of Goku, Frieza, and Goku Black. I only had time for a couple of episodes for each character, but it was fun to play from their perspectives. My only minor gripe from my time hands-on was during the episode battles. The graphics remain impressive, but the story presentations could be better. The cutscenes have simplified coverage and include many shots that are freeze frames with dialogue.
I really must hand it to you. In all my years, I've never been so angry as I am now.
I'm not trying to find excuses for what some players may consider lazy development. However, I can see silver linings in anything. Depending on the goals of a game, I consider gameplay king over everything else. In that department, Sparking Zero soars. Regarding the episode battles presentations, they're relatively insignificant to the game overall. It may be a minor disappointment to series newcomers, but it's safe to assume that most players or longtime fans are familiar with these iconic arcs, at the least. Most of us have seen these stories in multiple mediums over 30 years. Could they be better? Absolutely. Do they need to be? Not necessarily. What matters is the fun factor. In my experience, the episode battles are a blast to play through. Custom battles return in Sparking Zero with some rad new options. With 181 characters ranging between multiple eras, there's a lot to play with. If you can dream it, you can create it. Between the robust normal mode, simple mode, and copy mode, custom battles let you create original battle scenes, even down to the music, cutscenes, and effects. I never dabbled in the depth of custom battles in previous games, and I couldn't go hands-on with Sparking Zero. However, custom battles interest me today more than ever. I created my own headcanon playing these games as a kid. I'm stoked to play around with all the game has to offer in that respect.
This is the end for you!
Here's some great news. Sparking Zero includes a strong sense of progression. Every mode in the game grants you Zenny for playing. You can cash in Zenny for many unlocks, including costumes and quote-unquote unique rewards. I don't know what those unique rewards are, but I'm here for the costumes. And for now, you can unlock everything with the in-game currency exclusively. Sparking Zero is a profound revival of an iconic series. The team has lovingly crafted what I believe is an excellent experience for fans. I'm stoked to see more of what the game has to offer at launch and beyond. Sparking Zero launches on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam on October 11th. For more on the game, stay tuned to COD Connected for our full review closer to release.
Time to end this! Ha!
Go, Ted! I know we can do it! Come on! I'm not here to babysit you.
Thanks a lot, Trunks! Oops! Two, ta! Yikes!